Hello everybody and welcome back to another Red Sox video here on the New England Sports Nation YouTube channel here on YouTube. Welcome back to another Red Sox video. I don't know how long this video is going to be, but there's so many issues with this team. So many issues. I'm not in the garage like I usually am. I'm outside. I don't think I've ever recorded a video here, ever. But I don't know how loud I'm going to get this video, because there's so many issues with this team. It's ridiculous. And the garage echoes a lot, obviously, so I don't want it to be super loud, so that's why I'm outside. And the camera's on a chair, so that's why you see this here, and I'm on a chair sitting right here, so a little completely different setup here, but where do I even begin? Like, I held off this video last series that the Red Sox played against the Blue Jays. I forgot to even record it because I just forgot. Because I was going to do it at night, and then I forgot, fell asleep, and I was like, whatever, okay. And the main reason why I was going to make that video is because the Red Sox bullpen is probably the worst in the league. It really is. I don't follow every team in the MLB like I do with the Red Sox. So I don't know who actually has the worst bullpen, but the Red Sox are right up there. Because this is ridiculous. It's so bad. It's so bad. I'll explain it. The last 7 games for the Red Sox, the bullpen late in the game has blown 4 games. 4 games out of the last 7. And like 90% of them were by like 1 run. 1. The Red Sox have already lost 9 games by 1 run this season. The Red Sox are 4-9 with 1-run games. They won 4 games by 1 run, and they lost 9 by 1, including today. The Red Sox should be on a 6-game winning streak right now. They should be on a 6-game winning streak. A 6-game winning streak, if I haven't said it enough. Instead, in the last 6 games, we're 2-4. Because of the bullpen. And all 4 of those losses were from the bullpen. Not the hitting. The hitting could have been better. But the bullpen is atrocious. Because the Red Sox actually had leads. They might have not scored a lot of runs, like they did today. They scored 3 or 4. I think it was 4 today. They scored 3 last game. But they were winning 70-80% of the game until the bullpen came in and blew it. The thing that makes me the most frustrating with the bullpen is you see these, and this is not just the Red Sox, this is for any team in the MLB. You see these amazing starting pitchers go out and if they're on their A game, they go out and pitch like 7-8 shutout innings. Maybe even 9 sometimes. But then when you put in the Red Sox bullpen, they can't even get through an inning. They can't get 10% of that. How are you an MLB pitcher while your starters are over here pitching 6-7 shutout innings? You can't even do 1 for multiple games. Not 1. Well, Whitlock had a good first inning for the bullpen in today's game until Alex Cora decides to push it to a 2nd inning, and then it all falls apart. Garrett Whitlock should have been taken out after that great inning. The Red Sox still probably would have blown it because their bullpen is that bad, but at least ended on a good note because then you're making Whitlock look bad again. He was absolutely terrible last time he pitched in the Blue Jays series. He comes in 1 inning, gives up a 3-run homer to Vlad Guerrero Jr. I know Vlad Guerrero Jr. is the best hitter on the Blue Jays, but still, it's still a blown lead. I don't care what batters. We let, you know how many times we let a pitcher get their first hit or first homer of the season or career? It would amaze you how many times the Red Sox have allowed that. It happened in this series. And it's happened in many others in the past this season already. That's what frustrates me the most, is that these relievers on our team can't get through one inning while our starters are getting through 6 or 7. I know that the starters are supposed to do, like, they're supposed to be able to pitch in a lot of innings. I understand that. But I can't wrap my head around how these relievers can't get through one inning. I know they don't pitch a lot. Do they even practice? Like, how is it this bad? Bullpen pitching. Nothing's easy in baseball. Don't get me wrong. Baseball is a very difficult sport. I know. I've watched so many games. But if you had to pick the easiest thing in pitching, it would be the bullpen. Because you're having multiple guys pitch at least an inning or two. Unlike the starters when you have the same guy pitch 6 or 7 innings in a row. Do you guys get what I'm saying? It is embarrassing how a bullpen can be this bad, especially for a team that had hype on paper to be a playoff team this year with the signings they had in the offseason. Because I even said that this offseason for the Red Sox was one of the best I've seen it here on the channel. They did. I still haven't changed my mind on that. They're not showing it in the season, especially the bullpen. I don't think the Red Sox did much with the bullpen in the offseason. They mainly did it for hitting. They got Bregman. And they got this guy from, I think, the Angels, and we got some guys from AAA that are playing pretty well. Like, Campbell's off to a great start. Carlos is doing pretty good. So, the hitting is not that great either for the Red Sox. It's had its ups and downs. The bullpen, it's on a whole other level of bad. The last 6 games, the Red Sox had 2 great bullpen days. 2 out of the last 6. And we're playing teams that are not even that good. I know it's early for everybody, but they're not good. It was the Blue Jays. The Blue Jays in the Twin Series should have been sweeps. Sweeps. We won the first game, and then the offense did its job the last 2 games of the Blue Jays series and the Twin Series. What does the bullpen do? Blows all 4. Blows all 4 games. And the Red Sox offense has no answer for it. And you know what? I'm not even going to get mad at that part. It's because you can't rely on your offense to do all the work. It doesn't work like that. I know when you're batting, that's how you score runs. I get that part. But you also have to stop your opponents from scoring multiple runs on you. That I always say, I don't know if everyone else sees this, but what I see, I think pitching in general is 50 times more important than hitting in a baseball game. You know why? It's because if you have bad pitching but good offense, you're still going to lose. You're still going to lose. You can't depend on your offense to score like 10 plus runs every game. It doesn't work like that. That wouldn't even work with the Dodgers. It wouldn't. The Dodgers probably have the best offense in the league. It still wouldn't work like that for the Dodgers. And I'm not just saying that. Because the Dodgers don't score 10 runs every game. They don't. No offense scores 10 runs every game. That's why pitching is way more important. The Red Sox have starting pitching. Their starting pitching is pretty good. Bullpen, atrocious. That's why this team is 500 once again to start the season. We've seen this team at 500 baseball the past, this is now the 4th year in a row. This would be the 4th year in a row if they finished 500 for the season. The last time this team made the playoffs was 2021 when we had Kyle Schwarber, Xander Bogaerts on the team. Well, guess what the Red Sox do the next year? They trade all that away. Same thing with Mookie Betts. We go back to when we won the 2018 World Series. Next year, we trade him away. It's like when the Red Sox finally do something good, they trade it away. They're cheap. They're cheap. Where is the salary money going to? Is it just in a vault and no one's going to touch it ever? Like, because we're not giving it to the players, obviously. We're not going to spend... I mean, we signed Bregman, understandable. But you have the Mets, you have the Dodgers spending almost $1 billion in the offseason. And look at them. They're in first place in their divisions. I know it's early, but it just shows you that the Red Sox don't want to spend any money. And Also, I have many problems with Alex Cora. He never wants to... I feel like he never wants... Obviously, he probably wants to fix the problems, but I feel like he doesn't do it the right way. He doesn't take action. Especially when you watch what he says in every single post-game interview this guy gets after a loss like this. He says the same thing. You want to know what he says? Oh, we just got to play better. If you want to play better, take action, fix the problem. They don't do that. That's why this keeps happening. It's happened 4 times in the last 7 games. They don't want to fix it. If they wanted to fix it, it would have been fixed a long time ago. It would have been fixed probably many seasons ago. Because could be 4 years in a row now where we're stuck at 500 baseball. Because 500 baseball is not going to get you to the playoffs. It's not going to happen. Even if your division sucks. And speaking of that, we're lucky the AL East sucks right now. Or else the Red Sox would probably be almost in dead last right now. It amazes me that the Red Sox, last time they had a 100-loss season, was in like the 1960s or 1970s. Because whenever I talk about the Red Sox on this channel, it feels like they're getting 120 losses each season. So it amazes me that we stay at 500. But it's not good enough to make the playoffs. And especially when this team had hope this year. I even had hope for this team. And that's rare. Because every single video on this channel about the Red Sox, it's a negative video. Or I should say negative towards the Red Sox. When was the last time I made a full Red Sox video and it was positive for the Red Sox? When was the last time that happened? I don't remember. And I don't just come on here and do Red Sox videos when they just do bad. That's not what's going on. The Red Sox have not shown that they can. The Red Sox have not done anything great for me to do a video on it. I can't even think of a good reason to do a good Red Sox video because it never happens. It's whatever, like. That's why I say we only have the Celtics left in Boston for good teams. Because who the hell knows what happened to the Bruins? Patriots are still down in the dumps. And the Red Sox are just being the same old Red Sox. You just got the Celtics left. Celtics play game 1 of the conference semifinals tomorrow against the Knicks. Hope to God they take care of home court advantage for the first 2 games like they did against Orlando in the first round. And not to mention, probably the worst part of all of this Twins series against the Red Sox, the Twins were playing Little League defense. Here's what I mean. Game 2, out of 3. There's a ground ball in the middle of the infield. The second baseman for the Twins and the shortstop for the Twins go towards the ball, and they literally just look at each other and watch the ball go by. Like there was no communication. The Twins have no communication on defense, yet we still lose the series. Because why? Because our bullpen can't do crap. I understand the offense could have been better this series. It definitely could have been. But they did their part. Everyone did their part this series and last series except the bullpen. The hitting did its job, and the starting pitchers did their job. The only person that didn't do their job, or I shouldn't say person, the only thing that didn't do their job on the Red Sox was the bullpen. I know David Hamilton had some errors that should have never happened in a million years, especially this game. So that's probably another reason why we lost this game. I don't. Here's another problem with Alex Cora. Whenever a player is struggling on offense and defense, like David Hamilton, for example, they never send them down. My mom I'm next to a window, so my mom was just staring at me like a creepy person. That's why I was looking over there. You guys didn't see that, but there's a window. Anyways, what was I saying? Oh yeah, Alex Cora. He never sends down the people that should be sent down. And I'm not talking about for a lot. I'm talking about just for a little bit. Because what I've seen, some of these players shouldn't even be in, and they shouldn't even be in the major. And I'm not saying that out of hate. I'm saying that it's because it needs to happen, because you can't just keep, it's going to keep happening. You don't address the problem, the same thing's going to happen. It's already happened 4 times in the last 7 games. How many times do you need to see it, Alex Cora, before you actually do something? Or are you just going to never do anything about it ever? And we're just going to stay at 500 baseball forever? Wait, what's it going to take? What is it going to take? The only guys I see sent down from the Red Sox to Worcester, a.k.a. AAA for the Red Sox, is players that I haven't even heard before, haven't even seen on the field, didn't even get a chance, and they are the ones getting sent down. Tell me if that makes sense. Yet we don't send down guys, especially the bullpen, who can't get through an inning. And I see them every game, every series pretty much. Especially Whitlock and Slayton. Them two most. I've seen them like probably 4 times. They've been in it the most when the bullpen has blown the games. We never send them down. Alex Cora never sends them down. Why is Alex Cora, why does he never, why? I don't, if I was the manager, I don't even know if you can do this, but it's just, this is how ridiculous the Red Sox bullpen is. If I was the manager, I would send down almost everybody on the bullpen and bring everyone up from AAA, how many spots were open, and restart the entire thing and see what happens. Because what else, if anyone wants to call that crazy, I don't know what to tell you, because obviously this Red Sox bullpen is a joke. It's the biggest joke in the league. Because I don't think anything can beat that. I don't see it. You don't even need to be a baseball expert. I only watch the Red Sox mostly in my life because I'm a big Red Sox fan. So I don't know what the bullpens are with other teams in the league, because there's like 30 teams. But I mean, what is worse than this? Have you seen a bullpen bowl 4 games in the last 7 games? I haven't seen any other team do that. Red Sox do it though. And there's no punishment given. And I'm not trying to say punishment out of hatred to a player. I don't hate any of the Red Sox players. I love all the Red Sox players. But when they don't do their job, and I understand that everyone makes mistakes. I get it. I'm not, everyone makes mistakes. But the mistakes are continuing. They're not getting fixed. That is when it's an issue. That is, especially when you're doing that to not. What if we played the Mets? What if we played the Dodgers? What if we played the Padres? If we did that, we'd lose every game by 10 plus runs easy. We are playing teams that are not even that good right now, aka the Blue Jays and the Twins. Blue Jays are 16-17, and the Twins are 15-20. The Twins had a 5-15 record on away games, and we lost the series 2-1 at Fenway. Why? Bullpen. It was all bullpen. If it wasn't the bullpen, the Red Sox would have swept both series. Doesn't matter how bad or good the offense did, because the Red Sox offense gave the Red Sox the lead. No matter how, if it was 3 runs or 10 runs, they had the lead until the bullpen came in. For all 4 of those games. The only time the Red Sox won those 2 games, it was the first game against the Blue Jays they won, and the first game against the Twins they won. That's when the bullpen did great. That's why we won. When it doesn't happen, we lose every time. The Red Sox had a 6-0 lead late in the game against the Blue Jays. Game 2 earlier this week, blew it. Lost 7-6. Blue Jays scored 7 straight runs because of our bullpen. So even a 6-0 lead that the offense gives you is still not enough. Fix the bullpen, or else we're not going to be a playoff team. I know it's May, but this bullpen is not even close to be playoff level. Not even close. It's actually like minor league level. It's terrible. It's terrible. And like I said earlier, not to mention that the Twins were playing, and I didn't even explain the second Little League mess up by the Twins. I explained the first one with the ground ball in the infield. The second one that happened in this game, it was a pop-up in shallow left field. The left fielder was coming in for the Twins. The third baseman was coming out or the shortstop, whoever it was in the infield, came out to try to catch it, and they both looked at it and just let it drop in front of them. The same thing that happened in the second game, except it was in the air and not on the ground. We actually scored right after that happened, but we still lost because of the bullpen. Not to mention, we already lost to the White Sox many times this series. We played the Rockies in July. The Rockies are like 7-27. They have the worst record in the league. We'll probably get swept by them. Especially if the bullpen does that. Oh, we're losing to the Rockies. Even though how bad the Rockies are, they're still a major league team. They still have professional athletes on their team. They're going to beat you if you have a bullpen like this. That's it for me. This video is 21 minutes long. I honestly thought it was going to be a lot longer. I'm not going to edit a 40-minute video of me ranting. It's not going to happen. So I'm going to end it here. Thank you guys for watching. I don't know when I'm going to get in. I don't know when I'm going to be able to make a Red Sox positive video. Like, is there even a way? Like, I want to. But the Red Sox don't want me to. That's the problem. And not even just Alex Cora. Like, I'm not trying to put all the blame on Alex Cora. Nobody on the Red Sox wants to fix their issues. Because there's as many issues as I have with Alex Cora, it's the same amount of issues I have with the GM and managing of the Red Sox. Because they don't want to spend. They're so cheap. It's ridiculous. So, I'm not trying to come on here and blame just the players and Alex Cora. It's the whole Red Sox managing, coaching, players. It's everything. It's everything. I mean, then that's why the Red Sox can't go anywhere. They can't go way up from here, but they can't even go that way. They can't even get 100 losses in the season because they play good. They play great sometimes, but other times it is so frustrating. And that's why they're always a 500 team. That's what 500 team baseball teams do. That's the Red Sox. So thank you guys for watching. You know, I'm thinking of, if the Red Sox ever make it to first place alone, not being tied with a team, because that doesn't count. If the Red Sox ever be alone in first place in the AL East, I'll make a video on how good the Red Sox were doing to get there. I think that's the only way I can make a positive video about the Red Sox. Because I don't see it anywhere else. But I feel like if I do a video about that, I'm going to jinx them, and then they're going to lose like 10 games in a row, because that's just the Red Sox. But if that happens, I'll do it, just because I feel like that's the only way we'll get a positive Red Sox video on this channel. Because, I mean, unless they get on a big win streak. Because I feel like if I make a positive Red Sox video, it's going to get jinxed, like, so fast. But, I mean, that's up to the Red Sox if they want to, you know, be a good baseball team or not. It's not up to me. I'm only a fan, so. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. And see you guys next time. Peace out, everybody.